topic I discussed today. Again, 5-minute revision, and again we'll go for the next concept. So first of all, in the last session, we have seen the intro about DevOps, right? Question number 1. First of all, what is DevOps? DevOps is a model, or you can call it as methodology. And why to use DevOps? It is going to deliver the product very fastly. Whenever you compare DevOps with other models like Waterfall and Agile, it is going to deliver the application very speedily. And if I want to create any application, we need to follow what here? SDLC. Whatever application you want to create, every application must follow SDLC. How exactly human will follow human life cycle? So software products are going to follow the SDLC. Next, SDLC full form is what? Software development life cycle. And how many stages we are having here? And how many teams we are having? 2 teams, development team and operation team. Development team is going to plan, code, build, test. And operation team is going to do deployment, operation, and finally monitor. So as a DevOps engineer, our primary task in real time is going to be always to deploy the application majorly. Deployment means what, sir? Installing the application to. If I don't put the application to server, are users able to use the application from real time? It's not possible. Okay. So this is the last class session, sir. So now from freshly, we are going to start the today's topic. Okay. And is anybody new for today's class here? Can you raise your hand? New people. Okay, guys, already we have done with one session that is completely theoretical part only, just to DevOps intro. After the class is done, I will recommend everyone to go and take the link from admin. He will provide the demo recording for you. So there is nothing to worry. That is completely theory. I just given the what is our course and what you are going to learn and what is the DevOps purpose. Only these are theoretical points we discussed. Okay. So today we are going to discuss one of the real-time topic and one of the very, very interesting topic from the interview point of view as well as real-time work point of view. Remember, our class is going to be completely practical based class. So we don't go for theory, mostly theory. Okay. In our class, 80% of the things will be practical part, only 20% will be theory. Why? Because if you learn theory, are you able to crack the interviews? All right. Everybody will expect the practical learning from you. So definitely my class are going to be 100% practical classes. So I am teaching the session from the real-time point of view since the day 1 itself. Okay. So before I begin session, I would like to know one thing. All of you use applications, right, daily? Tell me what is the most frequently used application from your mobile? First priority number 1 will go Instagram. Of course, expected only. Second priority, WhatsApp. Wait. First one is what, sir? Instagram. Second one is WhatsApp. Next. YouTube. Okay, Snapchat. Okay, fine. Snapchat. Very important one. Why? Because we need to maintain streaks, right? Streaks maintain chepothe pranal bote asle. So next, after that, YouTube, right? And tell me any few. Okay, Facebook. Facebook is very old one, right? I don't know whether Facebook is still existed or not. Why? Because it's almost 6 years ago, Facebook got vanished. Whenever the WhatsApp and Instagram come, completely Facebook got vanished in the market. From 2017, it started downfalling actually. Still any applications? Twitter and Telegram. Who said Telegram here? Okay, Telegram is daily. Fine. Next. Swiggy, very important one. Why? Because we are hostlers, right? So Swiggy is very important, sir. Then still? Okay. I'll take all this here. So Netflix, very good. Netflix, Amazon. No, Amazon. See, daily we don't order products, right? I think so. Amazon you won't use regularly, but might be you are using. So if you see here, how many applications I have listed here? 7 applications, right? So you are using 7 applications from your mobile. What is the cost of your mobile? Cost of your mobile. Minimum any mobile will cost 30K in a least case, correct or not, sir? So 30K is the mobile, and what is the recharge plan you are having? Recharge plan. Per month at least 300, correct or not, sir? Sir, per month you are spending 300 rupees of mobile data and you are having 30K of mobile with you. And you are using these many applications. Now in return, how much you are earning? Tell me the answer for this. You have 30,000 rupees mobile and you are investing 300 rupees for data. But in return, by using all of the applications, how much you are earning? That is my question. Zero. How much? If you are investing 30,000 means you need to expect at least 10,000 or not, sir? The reason why I'm asking this one, everybody is saying all the applications, but I'm not hearing the main application called LinkedIn. Which one? LinkedIn. Guys, trust me, whatever the applications, see, I'm not going for the concept. I'm telling the prerequisite of the concept. Okay, it's not the concept for today, but I'm giving some prerequisites. Whatever the applications I have listed here, so these applications will not give single penny also. For Netflix, we need subscription or not, sir? For Swiggy, we need to invest an amount or not, sir? For YouTube, again, subscription. Again, for Instagram, we need to get the blue mark, means we need to give some money, correct or not? Whatever the applications you are using now, these applications will take your money and in return, they are not going to give single penny. But this one application is going to be your game changer, sir. It's going to be your, let me tell you why. Really, with the help of LinkedIn, per month, at least in a least case, I learn 30 to 40,000. Per month, I'm talking about. How much? That too, I'm telling in a least case, sir. Least case. But I don't like how much maximum. Why? Because I never counted. Sir, how you are able to earn it? I'll tell you the tricks also. But before that, I'm wanna tell you one thing. From now, from today onwards, everybody must need to start using LinkedIn. Why? Because if you are my student, means I want you to improve your communication and network also. See, networking will plays a lot of vital role in our daily life. Networking means not about subject. I'm talking about network connections you are having. Why? Because if you have good network connection, you can get jobs easily. And lot of my previous students, who ever taken training from me, lot of people got LinkedIn referrals for the jobs only. So first thing number one, I am not asking you to start learning DevOps, start doing practice. I'm not asking you to start to invest 10 hours in it. It's not like that. First one, from today, I'm expecting everyone to start using LinkedIn. What you need to use? LinkedIn. Sir, how many hours I want to use LinkedIn? I want to use 5 hours, 10 hours, or 2 hours? Nothing. Just only 5 minutes per day, sir. How many minutes? For Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook and Twitter, how much amount you are spending? Literally, you will spend 8 hours in a day. Come see come, correct or not? But I am asking you to just invest 5 minutes in a day for LinkedIn. Trust me, by the end of the course, you will get a very good connections and everybody is going to have good network as well as net worth also. I'll tell you the tricks, how to gain money from LinkedIn itself, but not now at the end of the course. So what is the rule number one for our course, sir? Rule number one for our course. Install the LinkedIn, create an account, start using LinkedIn. I'll teach you how to use also. Okay. If you go to any training institute, nobody will tell about LinkedIn in the first day. But the reason I'm telling is I know the impact of LinkedIn. I know how to use LinkedIn in a better way. I know how to generate money from LinkedIn itself. So the same knowledge I want to give for you. Okay. So that's it. So now let's begin the session. Till now it's not session. I'm just telling you, you need to start using LinkedIn. That's it. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the software architectures. What is our concept? Sir, all of you are using applications, but you know how applications are working in real time? Idea on the work? Nobody? Okay, online. Have you ever heard about the software architectures in real time? Can you confirm in chat box? If you know the answer, you can give me reply yes. If you don't know, that's completely fine. Okay, I'll teach you. Sorry, based on? No, it's not right. Let me tell you, forget about software architecture. If you want to construct your home, first of all, what you are going to do? You are going to create the blueprint of the home or not, sir? Tell me one thing, without the blueprint, can't we construct a home? No, why? Why? Because if we have the blueprint, if we have the plan, it is going to make you clearly of what to start, where to start and how to construct, correct or not, sir? If I don't have blueprint, I constructed some of the house. Remaining thing is pending. Now it is gonna be make me confused or not, sir? So how exactly we required a blueprint to construct the home in the real time also. If I want to construct any application, I need to have the blueprint of application. So simply software architecture is nothing but blueprint of application. What is it called as? Blueprint of application. So it is the point number 1 to remember in the class itself. So it is my session number 2 here. Okay. So software architecture. So what is the meaning of this one, sir? Blueprint of application. Without having software architecture, you cannot able to create any application. Again, I'm telling you. So the concept of today's class is going to be software architecture. Class is just now started. Okay. So what is the concept of the day? Software architecture. So generally, how exactly we want to construct our home? Okay. So in that way, we are going to create one blueprint. That blueprint is going to help me to construct my home as per my requirement. In the real time also, whenever if I want to create any application, first of all, I want to create a blueprint of the application. And that is what we are going to call it as software architecture. So is the point number 1. What is software architecture? Clear for all of you? Online, is it clear for all of you? Can you confirm in chat box? All of you online. Remember, for every 5 minutes, I'm going to take response from you. If it is clear, you can tell us. If it is not clear, ask me, I'll repeat one more time. And each concept, what exactly I'm going to teach, I'll repeat for 3 times at least. Okay, it's not like I'll come and I'll say and I'll go. It's not like that. I want interaction from all of you. Okay, sir, you said that software architecture is nothing but blueprint of the application. First of all, so the point. Come to the main point. Okay, I'll tell you now. See, coming to the architecture types here, basically, software architectures are classified into 3 types. First one is 1-tier architecture. Second one, 2-tier architecture. Third one, 3-tier, and fourth one is gonna be whatever applications you are going to create. That can be Swiggy, WhatsApp, Zomato, Uber, Ola, whatever it can be. Every application must need to select one of the architecture. That can be anyone. That can be 1-tier, that can be 2-tier, that can be 3-tier, and finally that can be N-tier. Okay, sir, fine. You said about types of architectures. So totally, how many type of architectures we are having, sir? Tell me. 4 types. First one is 1-tier architecture. Okay, and second one is gonna be 2-tier architecture, and third one is gonna be 3-tier architecture, and finally last one is gonna be what, sir? N-tier architecture. So again, software architecture means a blueprint of the application. So total it is classified into 4 types: 1-tier, 2-tier, 3-tier, and finally N-tier. It is fine, but my question is, what exactly the meaning of tier? I'll tell you. But before that, first of all, if you open your mobile, let's take your opening Swiggy application, Zomato application, or Book My Show application. If you are typing bookmyshow.com or .in, where the request is going to? Request will go to from the server only. Everybody will access the application. That can be any application. Whatever the applications we are using in daily life, every application will be on server only. So whenever if you send a request from your laptop, the request will go to the directly server, and server is going to give the application for you. So this everybody knows. There is nothing new. Since from our childhood, we are listening about servers or not, sir? So server is something which is going to give application to the user. That's fine now. My question is, whenever you are sending a request to the server is going to give the response for you. For example, let's say here practically I'm going to type bookmyshow.com. So whenever I type this one, the request is going to Book My Show server, and Book My Show is giving me the application or not, sir? In the same way, I want to order Swiggy up, like biryani from Swiggy. So if I type swiggy.com, ultimately Swiggy is going to open the server. It's going to open the application from the server only. Even if I want to watch Netflix, whenever I type Netflix here, ultimately the request is going to server, and server is giving me the application to me. Okay, so this is the point. So if user is sending the request will directly go to the, and again server will give application to the user. That's fine. Now my question is, sir, here you said about one tier, two tier, three tier, and n tier. What is the meaning of that one? Remember, whenever I call tier or I call layer or I call server, ultimately the meaning is going to be same. Why? Because we are having multiple names for the server. So in real time, we can call them as a server, or you can call it as a tier, or even though you can call it as whatever the name we are using, ultimately the meaning will be same. Okay. So in classes, sometimes I will call it as tier. Don't confuse. Tier means what? And layer means what? Server. Correct. So I'm giving the alternate names here. So what I'm going to give is, so tier can also be called as layer, or even though you can call it as server. That means if I talk about one tier, that means how many servers will be there? And two tier, two servers. Three tier, three. And n tier, n means how many? Number of. So there is no limit. It can be 4, it can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 20 also. Depends upon our requirement. Okay. I will tell you how to like classify them in the real time point of view. But again, so as per the diagram here, a tier can also be called as layer, and even you can call it as server. So ultimately meaning is going to be same. Okay, sir. Now my question is, you are talking about applications. So in real time point of view, if I want to create an application, how many servers I want? So the answer will be 3. Whatever application you take, sir, for every application, these 3 servers are going to be common. What is the server number 1? Web server. Server number 2? App server. Server number 3 will be database. I take Swiggy. You can see the 3 servers in Swiggy. I'll take Zomato. Again, 3 servers are common. I will take Uber. I'll take Ola. I'll take Rapido. I'll take Netflix. Whatever application you take in the real time point of view, every application must need to have these 3 servers. So these are the types of servers in the real time point of view. Types of servers. What is the first server, sir? Web server. Second one is what? App server. Third one is what? DB server. That's it. Again, I'll recap everything here. So if you missed the first time, so just listen here right now. What is the topic of the day, sir? Software architectures. So what is the meaning of architecture? It's nothing but a blueprint. How exactly I want a blueprint to construct the home in the real time. To create any application, we need to have the blueprint. So generally, these software architectures are classified into how many types? 4 types. First one tier, 2 tier, 3 tier, n tier. Whenever if a user is sending the request to the application, first of all, the request will go to from the server, the response is going to come to the user. Correct or not, sir? And in real time, we can call tier as layer, or you can call it as ultimately whatever the name you are using. So output is going to be same and meaning is going to be same. So in the real time point of view, to create any application, how many servers we require? 3. First one is what? Web server. Second one, app server. Third one, database. So this is the concept till now. So before I explain the web server concept, is it clear for all of you till now? Types of architectures and types of servers. Clear for all of you? Online, are these 2 points clear for all of you? Can you go through chat box all of you once? Online, I want you to respond everybody in the chat box. Why? Because I already said for you. I'm not like others. I want interaction from the student. The more you interact, the more knowledge you are going to get. Okay? And the more concepts you are going to learn from the real time point of view. So fine. App server mean application server. Correct, Vashil? I'll explain everything. Okay? Just wait for a couple of minutes. Chat option is not working for me, but Siddharth, I can able to see your chat. Okay? Fine. Okay, sir. Now tell me about web server. I'll explain everything clearly. See, for example, you want to go to the movie. That can be any movie. So whenever if you want to go to movie, you are going to open Book My Show application. Correct or not, sir? What is the purpose of opening Book My Show application? To book the tickets. That means if I want to book the tickets, first of all, I want to see the tickets. Correct or not, sir? So if I want to see any application, Okay. If I want to see any application, first of all, we are going for the web server where we are going to see. I'm just sending the request to book my show. I'm typing here book my show here. So ultimately application is opening. Are you able to see the application or not, sir? So from which server we are able to see the application means web server. In real time, every application will be visible to user from the web server only. That is the server number one. So let's go for this one. I'll explain this. See. So web server also known as presentation layer. So we can call them as presentation layer. What is the purpose, sir? To show the application. See, web server AKA stand for also known as. It is also known as presentation layer. The purpose is to show the application. And in real time, in this server, who is going to work? Front-end developers. Why? Because they are the person who need to write the code for the front end of the any application. Of course, you can call them as UI UX developers also. And what they are going to use in real time means they are going to use web technologies. What they are going to use? Example will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and so on. So again, I repeat second time. In the real time, whenever if you send a request, the request will first go to which server? Web server. Web server also known as presentation layer. What is the purpose of this server? To show the application. And in real time, who is going to work here? Front-end developers, or you can call them as UI UX developers also. And what they're going to use? Web technologies. Example will be HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's it. So 2 times I repeated. Now third time I'm writing here. First one is going to be web server. So AKA stand for also known as. So 2 times I shown you in a theoretical way. Now I'm going to ask the question. You tell me the answer. It is also known as presentation layer. What is the purpose, sir? To show the application. And in real time, who is going to work here? Front-end developers. Okay, what they're going to use? Web technologies. And what is the example, sir? HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So that is the information about web server. So is the concept of what is web server and how it is working clear for all of you now? Online, is it clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box? Everybody online, all of you. And in the meanwhile, I'll try to draw the diagrams also. So I'm drawing the diagrams for you. So diagrams are going to give much clarity for you from the real-time point of view. Same data I'll put here now. So that is presentation layer. Purpose is to show the application. Who is going to work here? Tell me. Front-end developers. What they're going to use? Web technologies. Example will be what? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So this is the end-to-end information what exactly you need to know about web server. Fine. So now my question is, sir, currently we done with the web server, correct or not, sir? So from the real-time point of view, for example, you are opening the application. What is the purpose of opening application? Do you want to see the application or do you want to use it? Use it. So now I want to movie ticket. So tell me which ticket you want. Laila, you want it? Select one movie, man. Okay, Chava, you want it? So I'll select Chava here. So after selecting this one, I'll click on book tickets here. So I'm selecting 4DX. I'll try to select some of the tickets here. So now, am I able to use the application or not, sir? If I am using the application means currently I am on the application server. Which server? See, web server will show the application only, but we cannot use application there. If you want to use the application, definitely we need to go to app server. Which server? That is what we are going to discuss now. See, app server is also known as a business or logic layer. See, the reason why we are calling it as business layer or logic layer is in the real time, the complete application of the code will be deployed on app server. So in interview, this question will be asked for experienced people. In which server you are going to deploy the application? What is the answer? App server is going to have the application code itself. So the entire end-to-end code we are going to deploy on the app server only. Next, what is the purpose of this server, sir? To use the application, but web server is to show the application only. Third one, in the app server, who is going to work? Backend developers. What they are going to use? Programming language. So they can select any programming language. Example, Java, Python, C, C++, .NET. Any programming language they can select, sir. Again, second server is what? App server. Whenever if user is opening the web server, he can able to see the application. But can he able to use the application? For that purpose, we need to come to app server. It is also known as business layer, or you can call it as logic layer. What is the purpose? To use the application. Who is going to work here? Backend developers. What they gonna use? Programming language. Example, Java, Python, C, C++. So 2 times we have discussed here, and third time I am going to write on the notes for you. See, I'll give the PDFs for you, and I'm gonna give you the notes for you also. So notes no need to write, sir. Why? Because complete PDF and written material will be given to you. Okay. So in my class, from day 1 to day 100, you should not need to bring any kind of notes. Okay. So it is gonna be app server. It is also known as business, or you can call it as logic layer. What is the purpose? To use the application. In real time, who is going to work here? Backend developers. What they're gonna use? Programming languages. Okay. And finally, what are the example of programming languages, sir? Java, Python, C, C++, .NET, and so on, like that. So do you know how many programming languages we are having in the world? Can you guess one rough figure? Any rough estimation? There will be almost all 1,000+ programming languages. How many? What is the best thing, even you can create your own programming language. In future, I'm telling you the hardest reality. Don't opt for programming. Why? Because programming is going to vanish after 5 years from now. NVIDIA company, they are developing a programming called English. Programming name is English. If you type, write a code to deploy the application, that is the program itself. That means you don't need to write coding. If you type English, that is going to become coding actually. So remember, the impact of AI is going to be very, 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 very huge in the upcoming days, especially for developers. Sir, if you simply go to ChatGPT and give the prompt, automatically code is coming or not, sir? So like that, they are preparing English programming language. If that programming languages come, everybody will become developer. Even 10th class student will become developer. Okay. So if you ask me, programming is not going to be a better choice in the upcoming days for you. That is for damn sure. If you don't believe me, mark my words. After 5 years, you are going to realize the same thing. Okay. Fine. And you know what is the most used programming language in the entire world? Java, na? JavaScript. Which one? It's not Python, it's not Java, it's not .NET. It's going to be JavaScript only. I mean, these questions nobody will ask on interview, but I want to give knowledge for you. Remember, my intention is to not to teach the concepts. I want to give the pure knowledge for you. So sometimes I'll go out of the concept and I'll tell the realistic examples for you, and I'm going to teach the technical facts for you. Okay, that's it. So again, coming back to the diagrammatical expression again. So I'm going to give the same data in the diagrammatical way now. Second one is which server? App server. Which server? App server. So it is also called as what, sir? It is also called as business, or even you can call it as logic layer. Logic layer. Next one. The purpose is to use the application. And here, real time, who is going to work here? Backend developers. What they're going to use? Programming languages. Example will be Java, Python, C, and so on. Okay, and so on, like that. So is the concept of both first server is web server, and second one is what? App server. So before I go for the next concept, is the complete understanding about web and app server clear for all of you? Know everybody online, is it clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box? Remember guys, if something is not clear, feel free to tell me. Okay, I'm not your math teacher to yell at you. Okay, I'm completed corporate trainer. So definitely if you are not able to understand means it is my responsibility to repeat the concept until you understand. Why? Because lot of you people are from non-IT, I know. And lot of you people are from fresher also. So for freshers and non-IT, it will become some difficult. But my responsibility is to make sure even non-IT guy from my student can able to understand the concept. Okay, that is the reason I'm explaining everything for at least 3 times. Okay, fine. So again, web server and app server is done here. Now, what is the last pending server, sir? Database server. Now see, initially again I'm typing the Book My Show application here. Okay, currently you are in which server? Web or app? Web. How can you tell? You are seeing the application, right? But if I want to use the application, I need to give an input. Remember, the request from web server and app server, how it is going to go, from the concept of API. Of course, even though if you don't know about this as of now, there is nothing to worry. I'll discuss it later for you. API is something, if you want to go from web server to app server, in the middle API will be there. So that API will take your request from web server to app. See now practically I'm telling you, currently I'm on the web server, but if I want to book the movie tickets, if I click on enter, it is going to the app server or not, sir? How these two are connected? Through the APIs only. Which one? APIs. So API is nothing but middleman. Finally, I'm able to book the tickets here. See. Sir, I'm trying to book 2 tickets here. Click on pay. And whenever if you try to book the movie tickets, ultimately if I click on proceed, what is the first thing that application is going to ask? Payment. So if you do the payment by your email address and with your mobile number, ultimately that is going to store in the database actually. Where it is going to store? Actually, Netflix, right? How many members data is collecting by Netflix? Netflix is having the user database of 60 million. What is the user database of Netflix? 60 million user data is managing by Netflix, sir. Now understand how big the database is. Of course, I'll talk about the use case of database in the real-time point of view, but I'm telling you how big the data is going to be in the real-time point of view. Amazon will be having almost all 50 million plus users, and even Instagram and Facebook is going to have a lot of users. So every user data is going to manage in the form of database only. So now I'll talk about third server, that is going to be DB server. So here DB server, aka stand for also known as data server. What is the purpose? Lot of people will think database is to store data, but if you store data, later you want to retrieve data or not, sir? So the purpose is to store and retrieve the data. In real time, who is going to work here? Database admins and database developers. DBA, database admin. DBD, database developer. So both are different actually. So what they are going to use? DB languages. Example, we are having programming language like Java, Python, correct or not, sir? In the database, we will be having some database languages. Example will be MySQL, SQL, Postgres, Oracle, and so on. Again, second time. So, DB server, also known as data server, the purpose is to store and retrieve the data. Who is going to work here? Database admins and database developers. What they're going to use? DB languages. Example will be MySQL, SQL, Postgres, and Oracle. Like that. So, again, I'm giving the same data in the notes itself. Let me copy and let me paste it here. What is your server number 3? It is also called as data layer. Which layer? What is the purpose? To store and retrieve data. Okay. And next here, in real time, who is going to work here? Database admins, database. What they're going to use? They're going to use DB languages. Examples, sir. Database examples. MySQL, SQL, Oracle, Postgres, and so on. So MariaDB, okay, like that. So again, same data I'm going to represent in visual format now. I'll take a separate box here, and in this box I'm going to give data example. Okay. So tell me, sir, last server is nothing but DB server. Correct. So in the DB server, if you can go and see, it is also called as data layer. So purpose is store and retrieve data. Okay. Next, in real time, who is going to work here? Database admins and database developers. What they're gonna use? DB languages. And finally, example will be MySQL, SQL, Postgres, Oracle, and so on. That's it. So is the concept of what is web, what is app, and what is database clearly clear for all of you? All of you. Okay, online. Can you please confirm me? Are these three servers theoretically clear for all of you? Know? Can you confirm me in chat box? Guys, I'll give you the hand like unmute option at the end of the class. Whatever the doubts and queries you are having. So everybody will have the option to speak at the end of the class. I'll give hand raise option for the online. Okay. Fine. So now let's go into the main topic now. Sir, what is our topic today? How many kind of architectures we are having? 4 types. But what we learned till now? About servers, right? Our topic is software architecture, but we learned about server. Why you learn about server is all these 3 servers are going to be part of every architecture. If I take 1-tier architecture, in the one server, I will have web layer, app layer, database layer. If I take 2-tier architecture, in the 2 servers, I'll be having web layer, app layer, database layer. If I take 3-tier architecture, there also I'm having web layer, app layer, database layer in the 3 servers. For every architecture, all these 3 servers are going to be common, sir. Now let's understand how to implement these architectures in the real-time point of view. For example, if I use a 1-tier architecture, all my layers, web layer, app layer, DB layer is going to be on single place. So from the 1-tier architecture, we can create a standalone applications. What we can create? Sir, what is the meaning of standalone application? Remember, if the application is working on only single laptop, and that too only on your laptop, that is what we can call as standalone application. In the beginning of application era, initially people used to develop the desktop application. That means the application will work on only that laptop or only in that system. What is the best example? VLC media player. Which one? Notepad. Correct or not, sir? See, if I am having VLC media player on my laptop, can you use a VLC media player from your laptop? No, right? My VLC media player will work from my laptop only. If you want to use that application, you need to take your laptop wherever you go. Correct or not, sir? I'll show you practically. See, from the 1-tier architecture, we can develop the standalone application. Here, all the 3 layers, web layer, app layer, DB layer is going to be on single place. What is the best example I said for you? So I'm opening one media player. Of course, in my system, I have normal media player. So you can consider this one as an example. Sir, currently I'm seeing the application. Currently means I'm on which layer? If I'm seeing the application means I'm seeing the application. That means on which server? Web server. Now I want to use the application. So if I click on music library or if I click on videos, I'm able to open one video. So I'm using the application. That means I'm on which layer now? App layer. So I'm seeing it and I'm using it. Finally, I'm getting some data. So where I'm getting data? From my local data, correct or not, sir? That means my web server is in the same laptop, app server is in the same laptop, and even database server is also going to be on same laptop. So this is what exactly we can call it as a 1-tier architecture. In the 1-tier architecture, every layer, web layer, app layer, DB layer is going to be on single laptop. Okay. So what kind of application can we deliver? Standalone application. Now tell me one thing. Is really 1-tier architecture is going to help us in the real-time point of view? No. Why? Because what I said, in the 1-tier architecture, application will work on only one laptop. Let's say tomorrow you want to go to movie. What you want to go to? Movie. Unfortunately, you need to use the application in the movie hall. That means you need to carry your laptop or not, sir? Yes, man. In the one-tier architecture, application will work here only, na. So definitely, wherever you go, you need to carry the laptop. If you go to picnic, carry this laptop with you. If you go to movie, carry the laptop. Even though if you go to any person marriage, again you need to carry the laptop. Now tell me, by using one-tier architecture, if we develop this kind of application, is it helpful or not, sir? It is not at all going to helpful. Why? Because you need to carry your laptop, correct or not? That is the reason this architecture got failed. Why? Because you are clearly telling this one. And I'll tell you about the disadvantages also. Give me a moment, please. I'll open the disadvantages for you. Yeah. So if you go and see here, coming to limitations. Okay. First of all, this application is going to work on. That means you need to carry your local laptop to everywhere. Second one, we need to carry our local laptop. Third one, it will consume space for our. Sir, if the application is having 10 GB, so from our system, we need to give 10 GB for the application or not, sir? Now tell me, having these many disadvantages, can we use one-tier architecture? No, that is the reason we are going for two-tier architecture. But before I go for two-tier architecture, is one-tier architecture practically clear for all of you? Know? Online is the practical limitations of one-tier architecture clear for all of you? Okay. Remember, without understanding architecture, you cannot work on real time, sir. That is not at all going to possible. Okay. Fine. So one-tier architecture got failed. Later that we are going to move to two-tier architecture. In the two-tier architecture, our application is going to be on two different places. In one tier, application is on single place only. But in two-tier, two different places. Web layer and app layer will be on our local laptop. But database will be on internet. That means it is going to have a separate server actually. So the best example what I can do, you know, if you go to other centers or Me Seva centers or even for bank actually, what is the first dialogue you are going to listen from them? No, lunchtime and tarvat randi. So it's lunchtime, please come later, correct or not, sir? That is the first dialogue. Second dialogue is server down. What is the meaning of server? If I go to bank, I want to check my balance actually, or I want to check my score, or I want to check my loan approval. So if you tell your ID, they are going to enter the details into the system and they are going to check the data, correct or not, sir? In reality, data is not going to present on the system. Data is going to present on database, that is on internet. But whatever the application they are using, the application will be on system only. So from the two-tier architecture, we can create the client server applications. What we can create? In the client server application, web layer and app layer will be on the system, but database is going to be on internet. So definitely if they want to fetch data, they need to connect to internet. Correct or not, sir? What is the best example? Banking application. So whenever if you go to bank, application will be on the banking employee system only. Their application will be on their system only, but they definitely need to connect to internet for database or not, sir? That's it. So coming to the two-tier architecture, again in the two-tier architecture, same limitations. Application will be working on their laptop only. See, for example, one of your bank friend is coming to your home. Okay, he is staying in your home. Unfortunately, if he is having some work, do he need to work from your laptop or do you need to bring his own laptop? Why? Because banking application will not install in every system, right? They will be installed on only employee system. So definitely, again, they need to carry that system. Okay, and that application will work on only that system, and finally they need to download the application. Again, the space is going to be consumed. So these are the limitations. Now tell me one thing, again in two-tier also we are having the same limitations. Correct or not, sir? That is the reason we are going for three-tier application. So before I go for three-tier, one-tier, two-tier, a practical demo as well as limitations, clear for all of you know? Online, is it clear for all of you? Can you confirm me through chat box? Okay. Now here come the main architecture that is called as three-tier architecture. Which one? Sir, in the three-tier architecture, web layer is separate, database layer is separate, and app layer is gonna be separate. From the three-tier architecture, we can develop web application. What is the meaning of web application? Can anyone tell me the meaning of web application? Tell me whatever you know. If it is wrong, I'm here to correct you. But I want you to speak. What is the meaning or definition of web application? Simple man, if you are using an application from the web without downloading, that is called as web application. If you talk about Swiggy, sir, even though without downloading Swiggy, I can able to use the Swiggy from internet or not, sir? Even though without downloading WhatsApp, still I can able to use WhatsApp from internet or not, sir? Even though if I don't download YouTube from the internet, I can able to use YouTube or not, sir? So simply the meaning of web application is nothing but the application which you can use from web. Web means internet. Currently in the modern day, 99.9% of every application is going to be web application only. If you list out the applications previously, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, every application can be able to use from web or not, sir? So now what is the advantage of web application? No? If I use web application, I can use application from any place, from any system, and even without downloading, correct or not? See, for example, you want to see Netflix, but you are not on your home. You are in your friend's home actually. So from your friend home, if you take your friend laptop, can you able to watch Netflix from your account? Yes, you can log in, right? And from your friend laptop, or from your friend mobile, can you able to log into your Instagram account? From your friend laptop, can you able to log into your Facebook and WhatsApp? Definitely you can. Okay. So simply web application is nothing but the application that is going to access from web. And you can able to use the application from anywhere with the help of internet. So if you go to the theory here again back. Okay. So coming to the advantages of the web application, here do we need to download the application? And is the application going to use from any place or not, sir? And even you can use application from mobile, from laptop, from even iPad also, correct or not? Tabs, that is called as. Now tell me, whenever, if you compare all of these three architecture, which one you are finding best? 3-tier. Why not 2-tier and 1-tier? Because in the 2-tier and 1-tier, we need to download the application. We need to carry our laptop and the application will work on only that one system. But here application need not to download. Need not to carry your laptop. From the internet, you can able to log in from any device from the any part of the world, correct or not? So as a DevOps engineer also, in the real time, our complete work is going to be on 3-tier architecture. Where we are going to work? In the web server, we put front-end code. In the app server, we put back-end code. And in the database server, we are going to store the data of the user. So this is how exactly our real-time work is going to be gone. Whenever, if a project is coming to our company, the first thing what we are going to do is we need to create the architecture. That is your first work as a DevOps engineer. That's it. So again, I'm going to repeat the complete class all of you for one more time from the scratch. If you miss second time, third time and fourth time also, now I'm repeating fifth time for all of you. So please listen to the class one more time. Okay, it's a quick revision of our entire class in today's session. So let me open the notes for you here. Okay. So what is our concept for today's session, sir? Software architecture. What is the meaning of software architecture? Blueprint of the application. So how many architectures we are having? 4. What are those? 1-tier, 2-tier, 3-tier and N-tier. So whenever a user is sending the request from the laptop, the request will go to, and again server is going to give the response to the user, correct or not, sir? So in the real-time point of view, we can call layer as tier, or even though you can call it as, all the meaning are going to be same only. So to create any application in the real-time point of view, how many servers you require? 3 servers. What are those? Web server, app server, DB server. Web server also known as presentation layer. Purpose is to show the application. Who is going to work? Front-end developers. What they're going to use? Web technologies. Example will be HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So second server is what? App. It is also called as business or logic layer. So purpose is to use the application. And in real time, who is going to work here? Backend developers. What they're going to use? Programming languages. What are those? Java, Python, C++, and .NET. And last layer is going to be DB layer. So it is also called as data server. Purpose is to store and retrieve data. Who is going to work here? Database admins or database. What they gonna use? DB languages. Example will be MySQL, SQL, and Postgres and Oracle. So whether if I take 1 tier, 2 tier, or 3 tier, all these layers are common. In the 1 tier, all these layers will be on single laptop. From the 1 tier, what kind of application can we develop? But what are the limitations? Application will work on only that laptop and we need to download it. Correct or not, sir? But in the 2 tier architecture, example of 1 tier is VLC media player and notepad. In the 2 tier architecture, we can create client server application. Here web and app is going to be on local laptop, database is going to be on internet. What is the example for client server applications? Banking apps. See, net banking is different, banking application is different. Don't confuse here. And last one is going to be 3 tier architecture. So from the 3 tier architecture, what kind of applications can we deliver? Web application. What is the meaning of web application? The application that can be used from web. Okay. So here all the 3 layers are going to be different places. What is the advantage of using web servers? 3 tier architecture here? In the 3 tier architecture, we should not need to download the application. And you can use application from any device from the any part of the world. Correct or not, sir? So this is the web application. And what is the example of web application? Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, every application in the modern world is a web application. So this is the class for today's session. Okay. So now before we go for doubts and queries, first of all, I would like to know one thing from you. So all of you know these concepts are very first time you are listening, right? Previously you know about the applications, but you don't know how applications are going to work and you know how the backend is going to work. Correct, sir? So today after listening to the class, have you got the clarity? Got the clarity? So now we will go for doubts and queries. So before we go for doubts and queries, first of all, how's the class for all of you today? The class clear for all of you? Able to understand? Worth it? Sure, huh? Okay. So online, can you please confirm me how's the class for all of you today? Can you confirm me through the chat box all of you once? Everybody online, I want response from all of you, okay? Okay. So it's clear from all of you, that's going to be completely great. Vartha Varma Vartha. Fine. See, just a day 2 of our class, okay? How exactly I am teaching the class with the interaction and with the good energy till the end of the 100 class also, I am going to maintain the same energy and same interaction with you. But what is the only thing I'm expecting from you per day? How many hours you are going to practice? Maximum 2 hours. Minimum 1 hour, maximum will be. And I'm going to give the PDF. I'm going to give the written material and I'm going to give the diagrams also. See, the reason why I'm drawing diagram, you know, in future, whenever if you want to go for interview, instead of reading the notes, if you see this one single diagram, our entire class in the single diagram is there or not, sir? That is the reason I use PDF and diagrammatical way of explanation. Why? Because it is better way to teach the concepts in the real-time point of view. So you will get PDFs, you will get notepad, and finally you are going to get the images also. Okay. That's it. So now online, it is time for our doubts and queries. So the people who is having queries, you can raise your hand and offline YouTube. But before we go for doubts and queries, I will give the course intro for you. Why? Because some people are new for today's session. Okay. So I'll tell what is our course and how it is going to work for you. See, what is our course, sir? Multi-cloud with DevOps. So it is a course title. In case if it doesn't know, it's multi-cloud with DevOps actually. What is the duration here? 100 working days. So today is day 2. So if I take the class, that is going to be called as working day. Okay. So what is the timing here? 10:30 to 12. It's going to be fixed timing actually. And first 70 minutes of the class, we are going to discuss the concept. First 5 minutes is going to be revision of every class. First 5 minutes daily. So next 70 minutes will be the class and last 20 minutes will be the per day. I'll spend at least 20 minutes for your doubts and queries, at least case. Okay, I will give the chance for to speak with everyone. Why? Because if you are coming here means you are having some expectation. I want to learn some good quality of content. Without interacting with me, can you really able to learn quality of content? No. So here in my classes, I will give main priority for interacting, sir. Because everyone is here to interact with me, so I'm giving that chance for everyone. Finally, what is the fees here? Whenever if you compare this fees with the market price, it's gonna be very, very less. Why? Because here, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn AWS, Azure, and we are going to learn DevOps, AI, security, FinOps, and finally Linux also. So if you take these separate trainings, it will charge around like 40,000 for you. 10,000 for AWS. Minimum, wherever you go, minimum charge is 10,000. 10,000 for Azure. 10,000, 15,000 for DevOps. So here if you can calculate 25,000 here. What about AI, security and FinOps and Linux? Okay. So all of them together, what exactly I'm going to teach you is for 16,000 only. That you can pay on 2 installments. And again, I'm telling, please don't pay the money right away. First of all, come to the class. Listen to my classes. Understand how I am teaching you. If you are satisfied after listening first to 3 to 4 classes, then you can pay the amount. Why? Because we care for quality of teaching and quality of learning. So money is not our priority, sir. Our first priority is whoever are sitting in front of me. All the students should need to satisfy. Okay. Coming to the projects. How many number of projects you are going to learn? 10 projects. So 2 from Azure, 2 from AWS, and remaining 6 from DevOps. So coming to the tools in our course, how many number of tools you are going to learn? 25 plus. It's not 25 fixed. It will be almost all 27 or 28. I'm not sure about that. And AWS services 25 plus. Azure also same 25 plus services. Okay. With our course, how many certifications you can clear, sir? 4. I can give the assurance of Terraform. I can give the assurance of AWS, Azure, and finally Kubernetes also. And by chance, if you don't know, I am certified on both Terraform and Kubernetes. I'll show my certification. See, whenever if I said I'm certified, so you need to see the certifications. Why? Because simply if I tell certified means you are going to believe. But what if I fake you? So that is the reason I'm showing my certificates here. Let me show you here. So these are my 2 certificates actually. So even though you can go and verify from my LinkedIn also. It is my Terraform certification. And the second one is going to be Kubernetes. Wait. So these are the 2 certificates. What exactly you can go and verify. Not this one. Wait. So this PDF is not opening. I'll show from download section. Or you can go to my better thing. I'll show my LinkedIn profile for you. So in the LinkedIn also you can go and verify. And finally, the last one I want to tell you is with our course, how much of experience you can put, sir? 4 years will be minimum you can put. Minimum you can put. Why? Because the people who missed my last session, I shown you some of the live proofs also. So my previous student got package of how much, sir? 16 LPA. And with how much of experience? Already we seen in we have seen in last session, right? And even fresher got how much of package highest? 6 LPA from non-IT. So don't worry about your jobs. Naresh IT is also going to provide placements for free of cost. We don't charge anything for your placement. All we are expecting from your end is come to the class, listen to the class, go to the lab and practice. In the practice session also, if you are having any doubts or any queries, you will be having mentors. Mentors are going to helpful in the practical part. If you are practicing anything and if you're stuck in somewhere, you don't know what is the solution for it, our mentors will come and help you. How much time you are practicing, that much time mentors are going to available for you. And even for online also, we are going to provide one Zoom link for you. In that Zoom link, you can communicate with mentor. Sir, why mentor? Are you not going to solve doubt? Means see, in the class, I can solve all the doubts for you. But after the class is done, so to whom you are going to approach? Mentors. Like that. So this is the course intro for you. So online now, if you are having any queries further, you can raise your hand. I'll give unmute option for you so we can communicate. And offline, before I go for online, so from offline, any queries from your end about this course or today's topic or whatever it can be. If you are having anything, please feel free to ask me. Hi sir, should we use Linux script for DevOps AWS cloud? Definitely. Scripting is the primary skill for DevOps. Don't worry, here we are going to teach scripting also. I have script for each and every tool in the real-time point of view. So tomorrow our class is going to be how to automate everything. I'm going to teach scripting for you. I will tell you how exactly we are going to work in real time. Today we seen web server, app server, database server, right? Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to install them in the real time point of view. Okay. So tomorrow class is going to be amazing for you. So there is nothing to worry. Sir, do you have any early morning or evening batches? So Bashir, I have a evening batch, but it started recently. Currently, I'm teaching AWS for them. So if you wish to join there, you can join. Like what are the class you missed, we'll provide recording for you there. I mean, if the timing is not suitable for you. Yeah, definitely, Avinash. I'm going to give the PPTs. See, whatever the PPTs I'm using, every PPT is going to available in the Google Classroom. Once you get the access for Google Classroom, you will be seeing my notes, PPTs, and everything there itself. Even resumes and interview questions also. And remember, I am going to give 250 questions from DevOps point of view. If you prepare that questions, trust me, 95% of the questions from your interview will come from the 250 questions only. Why? Because previously, how many people gone for interview? That many people said me same thing. Sir, we got the questions from our syllabus only. That 250 questions is maximum enough to crack any interview, sir. That I can give guarantee. Sir, will you teach Terraform and Kubernetes? Yes, I do. Terraform and Kubernetes, you can go for certification level also. Okay. Sir, what are the programming languages we are going to learn in this course? Nothing. Programming is not mandatory. As I said, in real-time point of view, DevOps people doesn't write program. If DevOps people will write program, what developers will do, sir? What they are going to do? But you need to learn scripting actually. So scripting is mandatory. So Aparna, yeah, I'll explain web layer one more time for you. Just give me a couple of minutes. Sir, can we have Google Cloud in this course? No, AWS and Azure. Remember, Google is very easy, guys. If you learn AWS, Google is almost all same to same. There is nothing new. Okay. So one cloud is enough in the real-time point of view. If you learn AWS, Azure will become very easy for you. And if you learn Azure, GCP is going to be very, very easy for you. So no need to learn all the three clouds. Two is more than enough for you. That is for damn sure. Definitely, Parduna, definitely you can put. You can switch to AWS and DevOps easily. See, don't go for AWS. Why? Because AWS is not having much openings when compared with DevOps. If you know AWS means companies are definitely going to expect, do you know DevOps also? That is mandatory nowadays. So easy, as of now, there is no morning batches. It is the only batch I'm having. Any discount on the course, please speak with the admin. Guys, we are charging very less than compared to market price. You know what is the price of market for AWS and DevOps together? It's almost all 30K some places. And here we are giving A, FinOps, Azure and everything. Okay. But again, if you want, you can contact our admin Pradeep. He is going to guide you. Pradeep, definitely. So whatever the sessions you missed, you will be getting recordings. So till demos, if you miss any session, you are going to get the complete recordings actually. But after demos has been done, if you miss any part of the class, you are going to get the recording from the Naresh IT team. See, for example, you miss one class, sir. So in that case, what you can do, you can send an email to Naresh IT support team. They are going to give you that recording video of that day. Okay. Which one is easy course to get job and work? That is AWS or Azure. Basically, both are same. Okay. Definitely, Rishal. See, what is the best flexibility of your course? If you join on the course today, okay, due to any reason, you just pass out the course. You can come to my next batch, and you can come to offline online, and you can go from offline to online. See, for example, if you are having very important work in your hometown, so if you want to go to your hometown, what we can do, we are going to provide the online link for you. In the same way, if any of the offline person want to come to, online person want to come to offline, you are always welcome. So Rishal, it's always welcome for you. So there is nothing to worry. So Bashira, please ping to the admin. So admin has given his number there in the chat box for you. His name is Pradeep. You can ping to him. Okay. Will you teach how to write our own scripts? Definitely, Avinash, I will. Okay. And where can we get syllabus copy? And Offline, you will be getting the syllabus copy from the admin AJ, and online, please ping to your admin Pradeep. Pradeep is going to share the syllabus copy with you. So Jashwant, you are going to learn very in-depth, Jashwant. See, what are the topics I'm going to teach you? It's not basic topics, sir. I will teach complete topics very in-depth way. It's not like basics, completely. How much of knowledge you want to work in real time with 4 years of experience, I'll teach that much of knowledge for you. Yes, Shanikya, first of all, we are going to start AWS. So Sai, it's not like that. Every company is not asking Glue actually, okay? Might be 1 or 2 companies are asking. It's not like that every company is asking, okay? FinOps is nothing but financial operation. See, for example, in cloud, if you are spending 1 lakh rupees per month, FinOps is going to cut that cost to 70,000 and 60,000 by using some strategies. Okay. So in the FinOps, we are going to learn how to cut the cost in the cloud. Okay. Yes, I am going to be from day 1 to day 100. I'm your only trainer. But remember, for Linux, we will be having some separate trainer only for Linux. But remaining AWS, Azure, DevOps, FinOps security, I'm the trainer for you. But only for Azure, you are having some separate trainer. Sorry, not Azure, your Linux. And after that, it will be available. Yeah, definitely. I will be available in the Telegram channel. So we are going to create one Telegram channel for every one of you. So there, what are the doubts and queries you are having, you can post there. And I'm going to reply from Telegram channel for everyone. Hope it's clear. In how many days we can expect to start AWS? From mostly Thursday. Okay, why? Because see, without giving the foundation, can I start the real-time concepts? Basics are important or not, sir? Yeah. So wait for a few days, Chanakya, you are going to learn the AWS itself. When the main class will start? From today itself. See, whatever the topics I am teaching, I'll teach everything from the scratch to advanced level. If you want to go to advanced, we need to learn from scratch or not, sir? Yep. And I'll give unmute option for the people who has raised their hands now. First of all, Gayatri, you can speak now. And offline, please listen to the online queries. You might get some new points. Okay, why? Because online people are working professionals mostly. Whatever the doubts they are asking, that might be helpful for you. Okay. So Gayatri, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have to cover 4 architecture types, right? So we will discuss only 3. And what is the N type of we will not discuss. And I have one query about the database server.
Okay, please
So
tell
can you
me.
explain it to Kripa? DBT, I can't understand.
Database
DBT
developer.
means
See, that is a
I.
profile in the real time. That is called as database developer. Those people are going to work in database actually. Whenever if I want to insert some data in database or if I want to take the backup. So in that case, database teams are going to work on that profile. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And entire of architecture is.
See, NTR is nothing but if we have more than one application server, that is called as NTR architecture. NTR architecture we are going to learn in the upcoming class. So Gayatri, NTR we will be seeing in the next class. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank.
Have a great day. Next, Raju. Good morning, Raju. You can speak now. Raju, you can speak. After this course, can I be able to handle GCP? Definitely, Chiru. If you learn AWS, GCP is very easy. So there is nothing to worry. And approximate course completion will be 4 months. Yes, it can take more than 4 months, Bashir. Yeah, Raju, go ahead, please. Raju, you can speak. Okay. Next, Shivashankar, you can speak now.
The application not using 3-tier architecture. Why banking application is using only 2-tier architecture?
Sorry, your question is not clear. Can you speak a little bit louder?
So in the discussion, we were talking about the banking application, right?
Yep.
So why banking applications are using a 2-tier architecture? Why not 3-tier architecture?
See, banking application meant for security, right? For example, if somebody is logging banking application from any laptop, unfortunately, if the third person is stealing that password, what will happen? Security will be gone, right? Remember,
Yes,
some
yes.
applications need to work on some specific laptop only. If you try to log into that application from any laptop, you might have chance of losing the data itself.
Okay. Okay. So because of security, they are using only
Security,
two-tier
yeah,
architecture.
correct. Even they can implement on 3-tier also, but security reasons. Okay, if you are having your laptop with you, nobody can steal data. But if you are logging from any other device, and if you forgot to log out, or if they save the password, ultimately they can able to log into your account, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's
So
the
my
reason, Shankar.
yeah, adding to this question, like now I have SBI account, right? So I can use a web browser to log in online. Is it
No,
three-tier
that is
architecture?
net banking. That's what I'm telling. Banking application and net banking are separate. Okay, so don't compare that topic with this topic. Both are separate.
Got
Okay,
you. Got you. Got you. Thank you. Thank you.
got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Shankar. So next, Abdul, you can speak now. Abdul, you can go ahead.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Abdul.
సార్ నేను యాక్చువల్లీ జనవరి 27th డెమో క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అయ్యాను 1 week. దాని
Okay,
తర్వాత నా
okay.
పర్సనల్ పని ఉండడం వల్ల నేను జాయిన్ అవ్వలేకపోయాను. నేను ఈ బ్యాచ్ లో జాయిన్ అవ్వదలుచుకున్నాను.
కంటిన్యూ అవ్వచ్చు. మీరు ఒకసారి అడ్మిన్ అఖిల్ కి పింగ్ చేయండి. మీరు పే
ఓకే.
చేసిన రిసిప్ట్ ఉంది కదా, అది అతనికి ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయండి. మిమ్మల్ని ఈ బ్యాచ్ కి మూవ్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే,
నేను చేయలేదు సార్, అది ఫీ పే చేయలేదు. నేను లాస్ట్ టైం
నౌ యూ
అఖిల్
కెన్
గారికి
పే
కాల్
ఇట్.
చేస్తే
ఇట్స్ ఫైన్.
నౌ ఐ కెన్ పే.
యా, ఇట్స్
ఓకే
ఫైన్, యూ
సార్.
కెన్ జాయిన్.
ఓకే, రైట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ, కరీం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
And Sindhu, sir, are you going to teach AWS, Azure and DevOps in depth? Damn sure. See, generally, what is the promise I'm giving for you is you can put how much of experience? Sir, for 4 years of experience, do you need to learn basics or very in depth? That means how our course is going to be in depth only. Why? Because if I want to give that much of knowledge, I need to go for very in depth. See, 100 working days means you will be almost all having 150 hours. Sir, 150 hours means it's not a joke, right? It's very much huge actually. So don't worry, Sindhu. I will be teaching DevOps, AWS, Azure, and AI very in depthly. Okay. So nothing to worry from your course point of view. So whatever I teach, I'll start from basic and I'll go for very in depth. Okay. And even non-IT people can learn this course very easily. See, how many are from non-IT here? Non-IT background. Lot of the people, right? So now tell me, you heard the class today. Previously don't know about anything, but after learning to the class, how you felt about the class today? You are able to understand completely, right? So this is how exactly till day 100. Whatever technical topics I teach, everything I'll teach from scratch, and I'm going for very in depth. But trust me, concepts are going to be very easy if you follow my approach. Hope it is clear for you, Sindhu now. Yeah. Sir, when will you start AWS concepts? From Thursday. Thursday, Prashant. So next, Hasnain, you can speak now. And remaining people can ping me from chat box. Even I'll reply from chat box. Okay. Hasnain, you can go ahead now. Okay, fine. Next, easy. You can go ahead, easy. Hello.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Raham. Good
Yeah,
day.
you are audible. Please go ahead. What's your good name?
My name is Ashan Gupta. I just put my name easy due to sort of the times.
Okay, okay, yeah. Please go ahead with your query.
Actually, I can, as you mentioned that you are going to take the class for 100 days.
Yeah.
So is it any time variation for the class timing?
No, it's going to be fixed time.
Okay, fine. So are we going to get the online projects for real-time projects
No, I'm
training?
going to teach the real-time industry level projects. Okay, how exactly industry is expecting from your end to crack the interview?
So
That many projects
are we going
teach.
to get the credentials? Okay, so are we get the credentials to practice
Your
do
voice
the
is breaking,
regular thing?
Gupta. Sorry, I lost your voice.
I'm
In the middle.
asking,
Can you re-ask? Can you recap the question?
if we want to practice some Azure or AWS things, and we need to create the machine or anything.
Definitely, you are going to create the accounts. I'm going to teach you how to create accounts.
Azure or AWS. So on the week account, is it we are going to get any paid subscription from the NareshIT?
Nothing paid is required. Basically, we'll be having free server. Guys, in case if you don't know actually, Even though without cloud account, you can use servers. There is a website called Killer Coda. There you can go and use servers for free of cost. You should not need to pay any single rupee. How many servers you want, that many servers you can use. Tomorrow I'm gonna teach you how to use that Killer Coda.
Okay, fine. I'm clear about these things.
Okay.
Okay, got your point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Sani, class notes is going to give into Google Classroom. So please ask Mr. Pradeep to give the Google Classroom access, okay? So, and one more thing, guys, whatever the language you are comfortable, you can ask me doubts in that language. See, sir, I'm comfortable in Telugu. You can ask doubts in Telugu. No, sir, I'm comfortable in Hindi. You can ask doubts in Hindi. So whatever the language you are comfortable, you can speak any language in the class. I don't have any language barriers. Okay. And finally, Prasad, you can speak now. Prasad.
Yeah, can you hear me, Ram?
Yeah, I can hear you, Prasad. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have a quick question. So I'm looking at the table of content. So so the tools we're going to use for the Jenkins and Maven and all those.
Jenkins,
Are
yeah.
we going to look into the concepts of how to integrate the webhooks into Jenkins and also?
Yeah, definitely. See, we are going to integrate a lot of tools. See, guys, if I'm teaching you Jenkins means, I'll tell you how to integrate Jenkins with Terraform, how to integrate Ansible with Jenkins, how to integrate Docker, how to integrate Kubernetes, how to integrate some monitoring tools. Everything I'm going to show you how to integrate, like Nexus, SonarCube, OWASP, Privy, lot of tools we are going to integrate.
Okay. And also, do we? So, I know we're not supposed to, for a DevOps, the programming language is not needed, but nowadays everybody is asking all of them. So you
Scripting
have
is
to have.
mandatory, Prasad. See, if you know Python,
Yeah.
then you can tell I know Python scripting. See, coding, if you ask me, I won't tell that's mandatory. Why? Because see, DevOps people will never write the coding. Instead of coding, they'll write scripting maximum, okay?
Yeah, bash scripting or bash
Bash we are
scripting,
going to teach here, so there is nothing to worry.
Okay, and are we going to talk about the Ansible modules and all those kind of stuff?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to teach how to write Ansible modules, how to work with hundreds of worker nodes, and I'll teach you how to install playbook. I'll teach you how to deploy. So a lot of things you are going to learn from the course point of view, Prasad, okay?
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you. See guys, how exactly I'm giving the chance to speak with me in the demos till the end of the course. I'll give the opportunity to communicate with me. See, I like the teaching in an interactive way. If I teach means you need to respond and you need to ask me doubts and queries. It's not like that I'll come to the class, I'll go out of the class. Class is done. It's not like that. I want interaction from my student. If there is no interaction, I won't feel it's a satisfactory way for me. Okay. If you observe, many of the places, they won't give chance to speak also. There is no online unmute option, but in my class, you will be getting the chance to speak whenever you want in the online and even from offline also. I'm explaining a concept. If you are not able to understand, please raise your hand. I'll ask the doubts and queries. Okay. And queries will be from any language. It can be English, Telugu, or whatever you want. Chiru, sir, for Azure practice purpose, are they need to, no. So there will be some free subscription that you can use for Azure practice. Okay. No need to go for paid. And what about placement assistant? At the end of the course, we are going to give the placement for completely free of cost. As per our promise, we will give placement. So like who's asking the question? Akshay, nothing to worry about placement, Akshay. Why? Because in the last class, I shown you how many people got placed, right? There will be hundreds of people from NareshIT who placed on the DevOps from my batches. Okay. Please don't worry about the placements. As of now, your priority number one should be learning the good content. Okay. Hope it is clear for Akshay. And next here, Bharat, you can speak. Guys, I'll give unmute option one by one, okay? Please be on the hold. Or in the meanwhile, if you want me to ask question, you can type me in the chat box also. Bharat, you can speak now. So Sriram, definitely need to put some experience, Sriram. With the fresher, like it's not at all going to possible. I'm going to guide you how to put experience. So don't worry about the experience. See, lot of people will have ear gaps. If we have ear gaps means definitely for fresher, it is not going to be work for you. So damn sure you need to put some experience and I'll guide you how to put experience. Don't worry about the jobs and placements. See, if you keep thinking about the job, are you going to get the job? No, by thinking you can't do anything. You need to work on it. First of all, please for the next 100 days, don't put job on your mind. Just put I want to get the good knowledge. If you have good knowledge, nobody can stop you from getting the job, sir. Okay, so give your priority number one to the subject, not for the job. If you know the subject, automatically you will get the job. That's it. Bharat, I have given unmute option. Can you speak now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I really enjoyed your session, right?
Thank you,
This is the
Bharat.
first day of my
Yeah,
class. The way you're teaching is really amazing. I really
thank you.
appreciate that. Uh, I wanted to say one thing that I already joined in Naresh IT in the previous batch. The lecturer is Mr. Ram, I guess.
Okay.
I already paid the fees. Now I wanted to shift my batch. Is it possible to change?
Definitely. Please ping to the admins. Okay, you can call them and you can tell your query. Okay, concern. They are going to change it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And here, sir, DevOps or DevSecOps or SRE, which one is important? Guys, I'll tell you one thing. All three are gonna be same. DevOps, DevSecOps, and SRE. In DevOps, if you implement security, that is called as DevSecOps. In our course, do you have security module or not, sir? That means you are eligible for DevOps and DevSecOps. And SRE is nothing but it is almost all going to similar to DevOps, but there is only one change. They are going to make the infrastructure without downtime. I'll tell you what is the main difference between these two things. So definitely, if you take this class, you are eligible for DevOps, DevSecOps, and even for SRE also. Sriram. And may I know which topic you are going to teach? Tomorrow I'm going to teach you Prometheus Grafana. I'll teach you software installation. Trust me, tomorrow the first practical class is going to start and it is going to be amazing, literally. You will never ever going to see this kind of class in the upcoming days. Okay, I recommend everyone to come to class tomorrow. Why? Because the practical is going to be amazing for you. And sir, are you going to teach Prometheus Grafana and Kafka? Yes, I'll teach Prometheus Grafana, but Kafka is not a part of your syllabus. But even if you want to learn, I'll guide you. Who asked this question? Where it is? It's got somewhere. Okay, fine. So next, Siddharam, you can go ahead. Siddharam, you can speak now.
Yes. So, yes, sir. So, I have experience of database, MS SQL database experience. I have 7.8 years experience. The
Okay.
requirement is onboarding the new database using the Terraform code, plus requirement for Ansible, Jenkins, Puppet, CI/CD pipeline. Yeah, these are the requirements.
Okay, so all of the requirements we are going to learn from here. I'm going to teach you Terraform till certification level. I'll teach Kubernetes and Docker till certification level. And even CI/CD pipeline is very common in any course. Okay.
And we are covering here AWS plus Azure, right?
Yes, this is AWS plus Azure combination.
Okay. And yeah, one more last question. Can you please share me the that brochure? Means how many copies
Definitely.
are
So
going?
guys, if anybody wants the syllabus copy, your go-to point is Akhil only. So Akhil, please ping the number of the WhatsApp. So I'll give the Akhil WhatsApp number for all of you. So everybody from the online, please save this number. And Akhil is going to send the syllabus copy. Why? Because in the WebEx, I cannot able to send the syllabus copy for you. Give me one moment. I'm sending the Akhil, Pradeep number for you. Your admin is Pradeep. I'm pinging the number. Give me a second. Yeah. So Pradeep just now pinged to everyone in the chat box. So please save that number. Okay. He is your go-to point for all the queries from the course point of view. Hope it is clear for you. Next, Sheikh Shun, you can go ahead now. Sheikh Shun.
Practice of online. Does any mentor help out now?
Definitely for online people, we are going to have the mentor separately. They are going to help you in the practical part whenever you got stuck. Okay.
Anytime they will be available.
Yeah. Anytime means from morning 9 to evening 7, all the labs are completely free. Guys, you can come to labs from morning 9 to evening 7 whenever you are having time. It's for both online and offline. Hope it is clear for you, Sheikh.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Prashant, definitely Prashant. I'll give the overview of like how it is going to work in the real-time point of view. You asked about Kafka, right? Yeah, definitely. Sure. And again, from offline, any questions or any queries from your end? No questions, eh? Linux batch will announce soon. Guys, I'll tell you one thing. Offline people, please try to ask at least some questions. Why? Because if you are sitting in front of me, means you need some interaction, right? Sir, if you don't want interaction, you can go to online or not, sir? But why you are coming to offline? Tell me one reason why you are choosing offline. ఇప్పుడు ఆఫ్లైన్కి రావాలంటే ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు రైట్ ఓకే ఇప్పుడు ఆఫ్లైన్కి రావాలంటే లేవాలి స్నానం చేయాలి మెట్రో ఎక్కాలి ర్యాపిడో బుక్ చేసుకోవాలి ఇక్కడికి రావాలి ఎంత టైం అండ్ ఎంత ఎనర్జీ వేస్ట్ మీకు బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ ఆర్ పుట్టింగ్ దట్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ఎఫర్ట్స్ మీన్స్ యూ నీడ్ టు గెట్ సంథింగ్ రిటర్న్ రైట్ సో డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ విల్ ఎంకరేజ్ and I will ask everyone to ask me questions. That can be any question. It might be basic question, it can be advanced question, it can be whatever. But please try to communicate with me. And no trainer is going to give this much of flexibility for communication, sir. But in my class, all of you are going to have the open communication with me. And don't feel like I am the trainer, you are student. So it's just feel me, I'm your team leader and you are my teammates. But because I never seen any of my student as student, I'll see every of my student as a team member only. If you have this kind of mindset, definitely you are going to have good knowledge at the end of the day. Okay. Hope that's clear for all of you. Sir, as you said, tomorrow will be about practical part. Is it necessary to bring laptop? Not required as of now. Guys, for the first week, your laptop is not required. From the second week, you can bring the laptops. Okay. Hope it is clear for Ichiru. And still any questions or any queries? Offline. Shivashankar, you want to ask one more doubt? Please go ahead. Shivashankar, I have given unmute option. I'm not able to hear your voice. Sonal, I just complete my Oracle. Okay. So what's your query, Sonal? Can you share me the admin number one more time? Sure, why not? So I'm giving the admin contact for everybody one more time. Please check your chat box once. Oh, wait. It's going somewhere else. Yeah, guys, you can check the admin number one more time. I have given it. Yes, interaction is very, very important and listening to trainees. Hope this will last definitely, Prashant, till the end of the course. Same interaction, same energy. Okay. So Sonal, definitely, if you learn Oracle, you know some part of database. So definitely, if you add DevOps for it, it's gonna have like lot of advantage for you. Okay. Can you share the evening? So evening admin also Pradeep only. Please ping to that admin. Okay. He's the admin for both morning and evening batches. Okay. So finally, I hope so the questions and queries are clear for all of you. Husnain, you want to ask something? Okay, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Husnain.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was to ask you that like Ramzan is about to begin, sir. So I would like to go for online classes for 1 month. Okay, sir.
Definitely you can. So already I said from online to offline you can go and offline to online you can come at whenever you want. It's completely user flexible, Husnain. Okay.
It is possible, sir?
Yeah, it is possible.
And one more question, sir.
Yeah.
Like when you start the classes, are you going to recap this topics again, or you will start?
Yeah, no. See, what are the topics I said now? So these topics videos are going to given for you whenever I start new concepts. Now your previous concepts are going to be revision ones. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, what would be the best for me, sir? Is it online or offline, sir? Because I'm living
I will
in
definitely recommend offline. Why? Because offline is very good for learning the content and interaction. Some people might be working here, so they cannot come to offline. And some people are very far away. If you ask me which one is better, I'll recommend offline only.
But sir, like Amirpet is far away from my location, sir. That is why I'm not able
So
to.
in that case, you have only online option, right?
Like sir, I'm living in Sun City, sir. You know Sun City?
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
Sir, that is
How
that
many
was
kilometers it's been?
Sir, it's like 12 to 13 kilometers.
Even I come from high-tech city. It's almost all 14 kilometers from here. Okay. So, but again, like it's
Okay.
up to your choice, Hussein. So whenever if you want to come to offline, you can always welcome. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. That is my only question.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
Yeah. Testing tools are DevOps tools, which is more demanded in the market right now. Always DevOps. You know, actually, nowadays, every developer, every tester, every system admin, every database member is going for DevOps only. Why? Because it is one of the most in-demanded career in right now. Okay. So definitely, I will opt for this one, DevOps only, Sriram. See, if you know developing, you know how to write code only. If you know testing, you know how to test the code. But if you learn DevOps, you will be having the end-to-end knowledge about the software actually. Okay, that's it. So I hope so the class was very clear for all of you. So let's connect on tomorrow's session. But before we go, again, is the class satisfactory for all of you? Everyone is enjoying sessions? So tomorrow, same time at same class, we are going to have one of the wonderful session. Please don't miss tomorrow class. Why? Because tomorrow, whatever you are going to see is going to be never before, ever after. Simply. Okay. So let's connect on tomorrow session with some new topic. Have a great day. Bye all. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, online. Let's connect on tomorrow session. Yeah. Good day, Sonal. Thank you.